So, what mask are you wearing? And why are you wearing a mask? Yesterday, we were at Disney World and we were at Cinderella's luncheon. And we were there. There was a young lady dressed up as Cinderella. And I mean, every mannerism that she did was Cinderella. The way she held her hand out, the way she blew a kiss at you, the way she brought the child in for the picture. Everything was about it. And I watched her for about 15 minutes as we waited in line for my granddaughter to be with her. And it was amazing how she had perfected the role. And then I asked the question, I says, so what about you? What about me? How am I perfecting the role of wearing a mask? And I think back to like when I was in the corporate world and how because certain things were expected and that I put a mask on and I wasn't authentic and I didn't like me. I didn't like me one bit. And so then we asked the question, okay, what about in relationships? You know, when you start dating, for example, you're in dating mode and you're absolutely putting on your best foot. And this fools a lot of people. Their partners, this is what they think they are, but really in reality, it's not who they are. They're not being authentic. And then somewhere down the line, as time goes by, we drop that facade, we drop that mask, and we start being authentic. And all of a sudden, things are not going so well. But the most important thing is that when you put a mask on, what you're literally saying to yourself is, I'm not good enough the way I am. I'm not good enough being me. And that's the worst thing you can do because that takes you right out of self love and it takes you right out of self worth. And all the counseling I've done through all my years in ministry now comes back to that one thing. Everyone's issue comes back to what? Self worth. In order to be self worthy, you've got to self love. In order to self love, you've got to be authentic. I don't mean that you don't have to put on a polite face at times. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about there are instances when we have to do that, when we just don't feel like it. But you know what? The best is it's there. But when you wear that mask all the time, you start denying your true essence, your true nature. And you know what? It'll come back. And when it does, it bites you. And it bites you in a way that doesn't feel good. So, my question for you today is what mask are you wearing? But more importantly, why are you wearing the mask? Is it legit? Is there a reason? Is it for short term? Is it long term? How's it affecting your life? Ask those questions. Answer them truthfully. Be yourself today. It's the greatest gift you can give yourself. In that, it's a great one. Just make it so. Be you. Much love and aloha.